Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. This is Coach Nismo here, commentating your color and play-by-play announcer tonight. See if my. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. This is Coach Nismo here. All right. All right. So let's start the interviews. Coach John, Lake Erie. I see Core is in here right now, but what are we feeling like tonight? How are we feeling tonight?
We're feeling pretty good. Core's always showing up late, but we're doing well right now. Hopefully we can make that 4-1 after tonight.
Okay, hold on. I have my desktop audio muted. Can you say that again? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We're feeling pretty good right now. 3-1 going into this game. Hopefully we can make it 4-1. Our last non-conference game of the year, so we're gonna make the most of this. Hopefully.
All right, sounds good. Coach Jara, offense. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know how your offense has been, but you know, I'm trying my best. How do you plan on getting this offense going against this pretty decent UCA defense? I would say it's pretty underrated in the league.
Just do what we always do, get the run game established, look for any mismatches that we can take advantage of, and just go from there.
Sounds good. Best of luck to you guys, and I will see you guys at... Alright, I cut that off. Coach Peyton, Coach SoCat. No Bucky here tonight.
No Bucky. He is, we got to salute him. He's taking on a final at War right now.
I see. So, how are you guys feeling tonight? Against Lake Erie, I think a pretty good team. I think ranked in the top 6, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. So, how are we feeling?
Feeling interested. Will Smith's going to have to go crazy tonight. We're going to War.
Sounds great. DC SoCat. How do you plan on getting this defense going against this really run-heavy, flex-bone-heavy Lake Erie offense?
Nismo, to be honest with you, I have no clue. You're looking at probably the worst defense coordinator in the league. So the confidence is low, but hey, the hopes are high. Okay? We're going to do this for Bucky.
Gotta agree there. Yeah, do it for Bucky. Best of luck to you guys. I'll see you guys at halftime. We are on the broadcast. Let's go to the actual game. It's just me tonight. I think it's my first ever game just in the booth by myself. Hopefully the production is better than the last time I was quote-unquote streaming. But Jake Andrews takes it out 18 yards. And we're going to see UCA come out of this shotgun look, trips on the worst field in the entire RFCL. Martell Long hasn't really been the best quarterback in the league, but he's definitely back to pass right now. Throwing Will Smith, I believe, stiff arms him in and gets the first down on the first play of the game. 12-yard reception for Will Smith, getting the first down for the Central Arkansas Bears. Martell Long still back in shotgun. Pass and almost intercepted. Alex Watt with the deflection and dropped pick. And this is a pretty new look for Central Arkansas. Really pass-heavy look early in the game. Gotta wonder what Coach Payton's thinking in the absence of Coach Bucky, as they're making some adjustments, some hot routes at the line. Martell Long gonna hand it off to Will Smith, and he loses yardage, -3 yards on the run, and that's gonna make it a 3rd and 13. Trigger says that this DC led a team with the worst offense to a division title game. I definitely think that Trigger's a pretty good DC. I mean, not Tacos. SoCat, whatever his name is. Martell Long, back to pass, fakes it, pass to slant, flag though, and it looks like it's going to be, what, illegal touching, offensive pass interference on the offense, and it looks like they're going to decline it to make it 4th and 13 for the Central Arkansas Bears. And it looks like they're going to punt it, more than likely. And the punt goes around to the 40-yard line, make a return to the 50. Oh, wow. Getting some room here. And returns at 28 yards. Chris L. Johnson, the JUCO recruit. New face at Lake Erie, taking kickoffs. Nismo solo cast. Yes, it is a Nismo solo cast. You guys are getting the Nismo somewhat janky stream setup. But yeah, it's me. Lake Erie back in their bread and butter, the flex bone. It looks like it's going to be a triple option to Brian Weirs. Gets 6 yards on the rush. Make it 2nd and 4. Now they're going to come out. Looks like it's in pistol flexbone trips. UCA making some formation changes on defense. Poor UCA indeed. If I had to make a prediction, it would be about what? Man, I think Lake Erie wins by 2 touchdowns, if not more. Anyways, I believe that is Camden Mayo under center, not under center, pistol. As Brian Weirs gets the rush, handoff for 0 yards, makes it 3rd and 3. Noah Wilson with the tackle. I'm going to stay in this pistol look. If I'm UCA, I'm more than likely thinking pass. TDTV says Lake Erie by 17. I don't know about that. But, you know. Camden Mayo back to pass, throws to the running back in the backfield. Brian Weirs stiff arms a man and loses 3 yards on the reception to make it 4th and 6. And after a good punt from Chris L. Johnson, looks like they're going to kick a field goal. UCA pulling out tonight. I hope so. I love Lake Erie. I love both teams. Hard to root against either team, really, but, you know. I do hope UCA wins. I'm going to try not to show that in the commentation, though. So, you know. And kickoff. Touchback, Jake Andrews. Good defense, UCA, to hold to a field goal there. Yeah, definitely. Gotta agree. As UCA comes out in shotgun, they're mostly bread and butter. And as Martell Long making some adjustments at the line, throws quickly to the bubble screen, and I'm not sure who that is, but Tyrion Fagoria is going to get 17 yards. What a play by the receiver. I mean, just great run after catch. Martell Long is 2 for 4 for the day. As they run it with Will Smith, gets 7 yards on the carry. Question, why does UCA not try to work with the upperclassman running quarterback? Jake Rogers is just not that great of a quarterback. His accuracy is very subpar. Like, very subpar. Mix that with the development gains that they're getting from Martell Long starting the freshman, and, you know. as Will Smith gets 10 yards on the carry to make it 1st and 10. 14 yards on the day, and they're going no huddle out of shotgun spread. As Martell Long making some adjustments. Back to pass. Looking. Fires. Incomplete. Out of bounds. 2nd and 10. I guess they want to develop the freshmen since this is we're going here for them. Somewhat, yeah. Mixing the runner as change of pace in the running game. I gotta agree. Maybe like sub them in some formations, catch the defense off guard sometimes. But I get wanting to get long cock though. I shouldn't have said that on stream. Anyways, Martell Long incompletion makes it 3rd and 10. I kind of like this pass-heavy look that UCA has given this Lake Erie defense. I mean, they're 0-4 right now. They have nothing to lose, if anything. As Will Smith gets the handoff, not going to go anywhere, loses a yard on the rush to make it 4th and 11. Ezekiel Garcia with the tackle for loss. And that's going to make it 4th and 11 as UCA punts it here on their own, 40? And it's going to go through the end zone, make it a touchback. If I'm UCA, I'm really wanting to stop here. I mean, when you're an underdog, you do not want to get behind the sticks. That is the last thing that you want to do. As Lake Erie comes out in their bread and butter, their flex bone. UCA combats that coming out of 4-3. Some motion, handoff to Brian Weirs gets 4 yards on the carry. How did Will Smith have such a great year last year and now can't reach a hold to save his life? That's a great question. I believe he did regress somewhat in ball carrier vision throughout the offseason and in awareness. So, he regressed. Yeah, I do believe he did regress in some key traits. Quite unfortunate for Central Arkansas. Lake Erie, some motion, handoff to Brian Weirs, gets 5 yards on the carry to make it 3rd and short. And you gotta wonder if they're going to be running some sort of quarterback sneak, fullback dive, that kind of stuff. As they come out in Maryland, choosing a formation. Goal line twins over right now. If I had to guess, they'd be running a QB sneak, but that's just me. Central Arkansas comes out in 3-4 solid. Shows a blitz. Pretty aggressive. As Ken DeMayo, play action pass, looking, scrambles, and gets the first down a little bit more. Gets a little bit more. Oh my gosh, to the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Oh my gosh, Cam DeMayo. What a touchdown for Lake Erie. And what a statement early in the game. On their second possession, I believe. I mean, that's just perfect. That's the kind of stuff you can't teach. I mean, just wow. Look at that speed. Breakaway speed. What a play by Lake Erie. The chat reacts. Wow, wow, king. Ken DeMayo is definitely... Yeah. Ken DeMayo. Mayow. Ken DeMayo. Can the defense not just tackle? I mean, as the DC last season for Central Arkansas, I didn't really have many issues with that. But, you know. Really just tackling. Yeah, last year we had that issue, and just really awful. Couldn't really fundamentals. Struggle with the fundamentals. When you struggle with the fundamentals on defense, it's hard to actually play good defense. You got to nail the fundamentals first. And now Central Arkansas, 1st and 10. Martell Long making some hot routes at the line. Back to pass. Looking, throwing to the corner, and it is incomplete. Who's the new DC? The new DC is Tacos. SoCat. Former Georgetown OC/DC, I believe. As Martell Long making some more adjustments at the line. Throwing, Nick Willigby stiff arms a man and gets the first down a little bit more. 16-yard reception for Nick Willigby. Just a really good starter for the Central Arkansas Bears, and they're going to go no huddle here after a pretty good play. Making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage yet again. Handoff Will Smith, and he just gets tackled immediately. Loses yardage, loses 3 yards on the run. Tyler Guy with the tackle for loss. This is really lonely without a color commentator. Anyways. Screen, 87. Oh my god, is it going to go all the way? 30, 20, 10. Oh my gosh. To the 5. Howell Hunter. 55-yard reception. What a play from Martell Long. Just wow. I mean, just an amazing play. Great yards after carry. Showing off that elusive speed. Howell Hunter, I believe, is a distant relative of Usain Bolt. So he's showing off the genetics there. Martell Long back to pass. Throwing to Devin Weingard. Make it 2nd and goal. 2-yard reception. My voice is a little scratchy today, so I can't really yell or scream like I would want to, but it is what it is. Anyways, looks like Central Arkansas is just going to play out the first quarter, and that will bring an end to the first quarter. Pretty good first quarter, honestly, by both teams. Even though it is 10-0, both teams have had some pretty good plays. Pretty entertaining game to watch. Hopefully this gets a little more entertaining here as Central Arkansas goes 5 wide in their formation set. Like Erie going 3-5 bear. Pretty aggressive call here. Martell Long making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Snaps the ball, looking to the pass, looking, fires, touchdown, Howell Hunter. 4-yard reception. What a great, what a great answer from the 10-0 march, death march pretty much from Lake Erie. Doing a great job in Ismail. Thank you, Currency. Thank you. I appreciate it. As Central Arkansas kicks it off, Chris L. Johnson with the return is going to take it out to the 20, 25, 30 to make it a 28-yard return. Does 0-8 Bucky equals fired or hot seat is? That's a great question, but I don't really think so. Central Arkansas made the playoffs last year. I mean, it's hard to put a coach that was just in the playoffs on the hot seat. But, I mean, I mix that with a pretty subpar roster that they have. I'll say give him a little more time until he's on the hot seat. As Brian Weirs gets the 5-yard rush, 5-yard gain. Let's make it 2nd and 5. If UCA can keep a quarterback warm, then they had a chance. Gotta agree there. The key for Central Arkansas at this point is just Martell Long. Getting Martell Long is pivotal. Getting Martell Long hot is pivotal. Doing a good job, Nismo. If I make it past the RFL tournament, we get our rematch from last week. Definitely hoping for that rematch. That was a great game we played. Anyways, Brian Weirs with the handoff. 4 yards on the rush. Make it 3rd and 1 for Lake Erie. Playoff and not a Natty Berth. He's got 2 playoff berths, right? Not bad. Now that being said, though, if he does go 0-8, that's going to be pretty embarrassing. That's just not a good look to go into next season with. Just honestly, yeah. Anyone that goes 0-8 should be on the hot seat immediately. But given the success Central Arkansas had last year, I mean, it's hard to do that. But again, you also got to think how much of that was the coordinators, since both coordinators left. Anyways, play action pass. Camden Mayo throws it to Brian Weirs for the 3-yard reception to make it 1st and 10. Marching into UCA territory here. Has anyone ever gone 0-8? Yes. Upper Iowa did last season in the regular season, but they did win their bowl game against Georgetown to make it 1-8, I believe. There has never been a fully winless team in the RFCL's history. If Central Arkansas loses their bowl game, or if they don't even play in one, then that would make them the first. Winless team in RFCL history. As I was talking, 2nd and 5 now. Success with the best quarterback in the game. Seeing a massive drop off after both quarters. Something to discuss. Definitely gotta agree. I'm reading the chat more because I have no one else to talk to, so gets pretty lonely here, the commentator booth. As Blake Erie comes out in shotgun, Camden Mayo, quarterback scramble for 4 yards, designed a quarterback scramble, I believe. Quarterback blast of some sorts. As it looks like they're going to go back to their Maryland eye under center look. Central Arkansas will adapt to that. Believe 1st down for Lake Erie. Keelan Yarberry with a 3-yard rush. Read the chat no matter what. That's what I do. Yeah, definitely. As Lake Erie comes out in their, looks like they're going to come out in their bread and butter flex bone trips right. If I'm Central Arkansas, I'm maybe using my timeouts here if it gets if they get into the red zone and it's like 1 minute left. About destroying the broadcast VC. Well, Zell, you don't have access to broadcast, so that's kind of illegal. So yeah, that's not happening. Anyways, motion. Camden Mayo back to pass. What? I don't even know what that was. Throws at the back of someone's helmet. Terrible pass from Camden Mayo. I'm not even going to try to sugarcoat that. Don't really look like a broken play there. I know a guy, though, who can get me in it. I don't know which guy. Which guy? I would love to know which guy will get you in RFCL broadcast. Anyways. I know that guy will get banned if you get it. Just saying. Handoff to Brian Weirs. 7 yards on the rush. make it 3rd and 3. And this is just this Lake Erie flexbone death march that's been going on pretty much all season. How was the burger pars? That's a great question. How was the burger pars? Someone should get I should not have said that on stream. Someone should get Nismo a partner. Me. If I'm ever your partner, consider me dead. Anyways. 3rd and 3 right now for Lake Erie. Handoff to Brian Weirs, 4th and inches. Are they going to go for it? This brings up a pretty huge call for Lake Erie here. That was dropped on his head as it came to mind. That is insane. That is insane to say. Anyways. Quarterback sneak. It's definitely quarterback sneak. Like 1,000%. They went to a formation with only quarterback sneak on it. It's just, if it isn't a quarterback sneak, then I don't really know. Cam DeMayo, oh my gosh, gets out and gets back in to get 3 yards on the quarterback sneak. If I could replay that, I would. What an attempt, an effort by Cam DeMayo to get a pivotal first down for the Lake Erie Storm here. And Pars sharing the burger saga. Today the mac was the cheeseburger, but I'm not a fan of fried mac and cheese. It's pretty dry. Handoff to Keelan Yarberry, I believe. 5 yards on the rush. And looks like Brian Weirs is injured with the chance of re-injury since they just subbed him in. That might be something to look out for. One of their better fullbacks, I believe. You see again some awful breaks right now. Most definitely. I mean, it's hard. It's hard when the game's playing against you right now. And I hate to say it, but it's true. The game is playing against them right now. Anyways, 2nd and 5 for Lake Erie. Coming out in flex bone. Motion to the right, not left. 10-5 as Bladanian Tomlinson gets 23 yards to get the Lake Erie Storm in red zone. And they're going to go no huddle out of Flexbone Twins over. As Cam DeMayo making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. And I guess they're going to wait. Choose some clock here. If I'm Central Arkansas, I'm definitely using some timeouts here. And it doesn't even matter because Brian Weirs runs it in. 2-yard rush. Touchdown Lake Erie. Make it 17-7. Wasn't that the same play or was that a different formation? It was not the same play. It was a, I believe, running back reverse play to the left. And then the next play was a fullback dive. If you're referring to that play, though. His opinion on the season here, on if the season here changes at all if I sent Jolly here. I'm going to be honest with you, Pars. The season will not be different. I mean, Martell Long has 92 throw power, 93 throw power. I mean, it's just hard when you have an 83, 86 overall quarterback that can't really hit passes consistently. As Jar is in the chat for some reason, as Will Smith gets the handoff 3 yards on the rush. They're going to go no huddle, as they probably should, out of shotgun trips. I'm definitely thinking pass here if I'm Lake Erie. As Will Smith gets the handoff, outside run to get 5 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 2. Erie's offense is so hard to stop because you got to stop the fullback dive, and also got to worry about the tosses. Could not agree more. They really got a dynamic inside-outside run going on here as Will Smith gets the handoff to get the first down. They're going to get no huddle here out of shotgun trips. Seems like their bread and butter formation as of right now. And I'm definitely thinking pass here. If I'm Central Arkansas, I'm definitely passing it here, and they will. Martell Long back to pass, throws Will Smith. He's going to get 4 yards on the reception to make it 2nd and 6. No huddle again. And he got like about, 60 yards until the end zone, I believe. Martell Long back to pass, throwing to... Oh my god, and he fumbles it. No way. There's no way. There's no way. I gotta watch this replay. What a hit from Lake Erie. Oh my god. That is just a game-changing play right there. And if that doesn't get called back, you're going to be looking back at this game if you're Central Arkansas and just thinking how bad of a break that was. I mean, oh my gosh. And is it going to get called back? That's the question. Is it going to get reviewed? As Central Arkansas calls a timeout, strangely enough, I don't really know. I think that screws yourself out of a challenge here. I don't really know. You got to challenge it, honestly. That's my opinion on it, though. Might get reviewed, though. Never know. From what I saw in the booth, though, yeah, it's not going to get reviewed. From what I saw in the booth, honestly, I thought it was a fumble. A clean hit. As Brian Wood, nope, came to Mayo. Play action pass to absolutely nobody. To make it 2nd and 10. 0 passing yards on the day. Sugar says he called a timeout. What are we doing? Hate to say it, but I agree. I mean, you got to challenge it there. Give yourself a chance to get the ball back. Fullback, I mean, especially fumbles. They're pretty dodgy when it comes to challenges and whatnot. Who's on the sticks? I believe offensive coordinator OC Peyton for Central Arkansas is on the sticks today. Anyways, 2nd and 10 for Lake Erie, making some adjustments again at the line of scrimmage. Camden Mayo back in shotgun. Back to pass, looking, scrambles, immediately gets sacked for a 6-yard loss on the play. Make it 3rd and 16. If I'm Central Arkansas, I'm calling timeouts. Because, yeah, the clock is not running for some reason. For whatever reason, the clock isn't running right now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you know what, never mind. Maybe I just don't know football. Oh, like you called a timeout. My bad. That was a little confusing for a second there. Anyway, Ken DeMayo back in shotgun yet again. 2-back set here. 2 running backs in the backfield here for Lake Erie College. And play action pass. Looking, Camden Mayo launches it deep to absolutely nobody. Make it 4th and 16 for Lake Erie. PA Verts incoming, and Trigger did correctly call it. It was PA Verts. It was indeed PA Verts. Peyton looks pretty shocked on cam as field goal up, and it is missed. And that'll give Central Arkansas 16 seconds left to make a play here. Try to get downfield and score, hopefully. Potentially make it a 1-score game in the second half. But now, if they can't kick a field goal now, that was a bad call. I agree, but I knew it was coming. Gotta run and pick up a few yards to make a field goal possible or easier. Gotta agree there with Parzival. Parzival the Grim. Gotta agree. Martell Long back to pass, looking, fires to Nick Willigby, I believe, to get 9 yards on the reception. Make it 2nd and 1 for Central Arkansas. And they're gonna go 5 wide tight. And I gotta be wondering here, maybe they're calling a corner high percentage look corner out play to get them into field goal range before the end of the half, as Martell Long is back to pass, throws to absolutely nobody on the slant. Just a terrible ball from Martell Long. And 7 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. 3rd and 1, Central Arkansas on the in their own territory here. If UCA somehow gets a field goal here, huge. Gotta agree. They're like one big play away from making this one possession game, as Martell Long is back to pass. Throws to the corner out. 14-yard reception for Nick Willoughby. First down, and they're going to go no huddle. Martell Long, 10 for 16 on the day. Back to pass, looking, and he gets sacked for a 3-yard loss. And that is just demoralizing. Now we're going to head to interviews. Let's interview Lake Erie first. Sounds like a good idea.
I'd have thought Camden would be hot after that fucking scramble.
Definitely whatever Jarvis said. Anyways, Coach John, how are we feeling about the half so far against Central Arkansas?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. We got our run game going, but we really need to get a passing game going this next quarter. Defense, surprised they only allowed 7. They've been playing a lot worse, except that's thanks to our offense being just so amazing, running out basically the entire second quarter. Our defense is going to get back on track though, and we're going to get ready. We're going to win this game.
I definitely got to agree there. Defense has not really been on the field for much. Coach Core, what are some defensive adjustments that you plan on bringing into the second half to slow Martell Long down? I believe he's 10 for 16 on the day.
Don't let him get going in the screen game. That's really how they got him warm. And then now we just got to play, we got to close the windows in our zone coverage. They're throwing it straight to our zones, and they're hitting the windows in between them.
Definitely. And Coach Jara, how do you plan on getting the passing game going in the second half?
That's a good question. Joey's still out hurt, so we don't have him to rely on. I mean, if it comes down to it, we'll just put Camden back there and hand it off 80 times in the second half and call it a day. So we got a little bit of the mismatches we're looking for in the scouting report, so as long as Camden can hit his throws, we'll be fine.
And you heard it here, folks. Camden Mayo, run it 60 times a game. I'm just playing. I'll see you guys at the end of the game. Best of luck to you guys.
All right.
Let's change team to interviews. Coach Payton, Coach SoCat. No Bucky again. How are you feeling about that first half? Down 10 points.
God bless you. We get unlucky. We're starting to get driving. Martell's getting a little bit hotter. Not hot by any stretch, but getting a little bit better than. He throws the ball. He's moving, and he fumbles the ball like 50 yards back, and then we luckily stop him with no points, but
yeah, that's definitely an unfortunate stretch. I mean, you guys could have gotten a field goal or a touchdown there probably, and that just killed y'all's momentum. Anyway, SoCat.
We were just out of field goal.
Oh, my bad. What were you going to say?
We were just out of field goal range at the end, but solid show. We're
quite unfortunate indeed. Coach SoCat / Tacos.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the defense? Been playing pretty well against the pass, but been getting somewhat gashed on the run. How do you plan on adjusting to that in the second half?
Yeah, we had a lot of third down runs on that one drive. I feel like they've only had really one solid drive, and that was that one to score that 7 right there at the end of the second quarter. We just got to adjust. A lot of third downs, like I said, and then that one drive, Camden Mayo turns into prime Michael Vick, jukes 4 guys, even though there's no blockers, and scores on like a 60-yard run. I mean, nothing we can really do about that. Skill issue, I guess.
Skill issue. I guess it is a skill issue.
This SoCat guy is so much funnier than Tacos. I swear to God.
I definitely like UCA's new DC. Anyways, I'll see you guys at halftime. I mean, not halftime, at the end of the game. My bad.
Yes, halftime.
All right, thanks, Nisbet.
Yeah, I'll see you guys at halftime.
Love you, Bucky. Oh fuck.
I'm not Bucky. Do I sound like Bucky? No, I don't.
You are Bucky.
Anyways.
Yeah, you are Bucky.
See you guys at the end of the game. Let's get decked at Coach Cam's. So a pretty turbulent first half. A pretty entertaining first half, if I do say so myself. Pretty big plays. Chris L. Johnson with a 29-yard return. As they're going to come out in their signature flex bone, Lake Erie. If I'm Central Arkansas, I got to stop the run at all costs. Just stop the run. If you stop the run, you get stops and get your offense on the field. That's the key to winning this game. Central Arkansas stopping the run on defense and getting off the field. Since I believe Lake Erie has time of possession by a long margin. Anyways, toss to Brian Wheat. Oh my gosh, 10, the 50, gonna get 23 yards. Keelan Yarberry on the game on the ground. My bad, everybody. It's just pretty late at night, but it's okay. Anyways, Lake Erie coming out in their signature flex bone yet again. As Central Arkansas stays in their 3-4 odd look on defense. Big play, the previous play, Keelan Yarberry. Gotta wonder if you're watching those flats here for Central Arkansas. As Brian Weirs gets that fullback dive, gets 8 yards, powers through, make it 2nd and 2 for Lake Erie. And I believe they are in Central Arkansas territory. I do not know though. But at least they're close to it. As Lake Erie staying in their flexbone look, I believe all of those plays that were just in their formation were strictly run plays, so I'm definitely run committing if I'm Central Arkansas. Run committing or doing something against the run. As Central is going to show blitz. Looks like there's going to be a toss to the left. LaDanian Tomlinson. LaDanian Tomlinson. My bad. With the 2-yard rush to make it 3rd and 1 for Lake Erie. Keep on flipping my words. Where's the chat? You guys were so active in the first half, but you guys just aren't here anymore. What happened, guys? Come back. I need entertainment. No, can't run commit there. I think it was 2 yards left. I think. So I think it is legal. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. As Lake Erie hands it off to Brian Weirs, 2 yards. It's anything less than 3, I believe. I do not know, though. You can't quote me on that. Last time I read up on the rules, it was 3. Anything less than 3. Or 4, I don't know. Sure, might be right. Is it 3rd and 3 or less? I guess it is. Anyways, Lake Erie, 1st and 10 in Central Arkansas territory. Making audible. Fullback dive, Ryan Weirs, and he's going for 10 yards. Breaks a tackle and gets around, 16 yards on the carry, I believe. And just one of his other power runs on the game, on the day. Got to be watching out for those fullback dives if I'm UCA. Central is going to come out in 4-6 Bear. Extremely aggressive defense here for the Bears. As Camden Mayo is going to hand it off to LaDanian Thompson to the left. Touchdown Lake Erie to make it 24-7. 24-7 after the extra point. But yeah. 24-7. I mean, is it out of reach? Not really, but I mean, Central Arkansas has to do something on this next next drive here. Run commit is not allowed unless the offense has 3 yards left to go or less, or if the offense is a 4th down or a goal to go situation. So it is allowed on 2nd through 4th down when it's less than 3 yards to go. So it does not have to be 3rd down. Yes, it does not. Although I wouldn't really advise on doing it on 2nd down unless you're playing a really run-heavy team. Anyways, Martell Long making some adjustments, fake audibles as Will Smith gets 5 yards on the carry. They're going to get no huddle out of shotgun spreading it out for Lake Erie. They might see something that they like on the defense as slip screen, Martell Long throws to absolutely nothing. Somewhat of a broken play there. As it's going to be 3rd and 5 for Central Arkansas. And hopefully for Central Arkansas, they don't get off the field this quickly. I mean, 3 and out would be terrible. As fake that immediately gets sacked for 5 yards. Martell Long to make it 4th and 10. And Peyton looks pretty upset at what just happened there, holding his head in his hand. And I think if Lake Erie scores here, this is pretty much a done deal. Five-yard run, pass, punt. They got to learn Leon Smith. I agree there. I mean, Will Smith has been somewhat inconsistent today, but, you got to lean on Will Smith because he's more consistent than Martell Long historically. And in this game, it's looking like. As Central Arkansas comes out in 4-3 against Flexbone, I believe. Yeah. Coming out in the bread and butter. Triple option, I believe. Camden Mayo loses 3 yards on the carry. Julian Wilson with a tackle for loss. And if you can get a quick 3 and out here, if you're Central Arkansas, that's definitely huge for momentum. Even though momentum's seriously not on your side right now. Second and 13 for Lake Erie. Looks like they're making some adjustments, both Central Arkansas and Lake Erie, as they're going to hand it off to Brian Weirs. First down, a little bit more. Get 22 yards on the rush to make it 1st and 10 inside of Central Arkansas territory. And if they just keep up with this, this game's going to be over, pretty much. It already is over, arguably, but one more score here from Lake Erie, and that won't be the nail in the coffin. Just my opinion, though. As Kim DeMayo is back in pistol, hands it off to Brian Weirs yet again with 5 yards. And Brian Weirs, just an amazing back. I think he's a fullback, listed as a fullback at least for Lake Erie, but just what a player. I think he's an 80 overall fullback or halfback. I don't really know, but if you want to find one way to climb up the depth chart, it's having a game like that. Having a game like this, if you're Brian Weirs. Central Arkansas will stick with their 4-3 stack look. 2nd and 5 for Lake Erie. Fake handoff, quarterback wrap for Camden Mayo, and he gets absolutely stopped. Loses 4 yards on the carry. King Ghidorah with the tackle for loss. King Ghidorah. As Lake Erie is going to come out, stay in flex bone. Getting a little tired here. Central Arkansas comes out in 4-3 stack. Their signature tonight. 3rd and 9 for Lake Erie. Camden Mayo under center. He's gonna triple option handoff toss to the right. And that's gonna get the first down a little bit more. Keelan Yarberry with a 12-yard rush. If I'm Central Arkansas, the best way to stop these are zone blitzes. Cover up the inside and outside. Send flats on the. Because there's literally no passing attack at all. Like, there's no passing threat. You gotta be adapting to the run significantly, and you do that through zone blitzes. Just my opinion, though. Just my 2 cents. Just my simple opinion. Camden Mayo makes something out of nothing. 1-yard rush off of a broken play, looks like. Second and 9 for Lake Erie. Camden Mayo. As Central Arkansas is going to stick with their. Actually, I think they switched to 3-4. Showing blitz here from the defense. 2nd and 9. Camden Mayo going to run with it. First down. Camden Mayo, 11 yards on the carry. I'm out of here, fellows. Have a good one. See you, Kernsey. It was nice having you in chat. Always nice having somebody active in chat. Wonder where Parsville went. I guess he went to go eat a burger. As it is 1st and 10 for Lake Erie. Nope, not a triple option. Handoff to Daniel and Thompson, and this time Central Arkansas doesn't fall for it. Second and 10 for Lake Erie. And they're just going to ride out the quarter. Going into the 4th quarter. I'm not going to lie. This game's over. It's over. Virtually over, at least. Camden Mayo gets tackled for loss here. Negative 3-yard rush. All parts is here. We were talking about Whiskey with Liam, that he vanished. We should have a Parzival Burger Chronicle section for the stream, honestly. Anyways, that would be a terrible idea. I'm not even gonna lie. Anyways, Lake Erie is gonna come out, stay in their flex bone, as always. Lake Erie by 17 prediction looking good. I thought it was gonna be a closer game personally, but I guess it's not gonna be. Anyways, Camden Mayo making some adjustments. Hot route to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Looking. 3rd and 13. Throwing deep. And to absolutely nobody. Camden Mayo with 0 passing yards on the day. As they're going to get field goal to most likely make it 27-7. Anyways, kickoff to Jake Andrews. Needs it back in the back of the end zone. Honestly, if I'm Central Arkansas, I'm maybe trying to score here. Maybe. Yo, the Pars Pepper Jack Burger with the side of Pars Parmesan fries. It actually sounds pretty good right now. Anyways, Martell Law making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10, looking, throws to Will Smith yet again. Gets 6 yards on the reception. Make it 2nd and 4. Central Arkansas coming out of no huddle. Martell Long, 11 for 18 on the day. 146 yards and a touchdown. Pretty impressive stat line, honestly, for Marcel Long, as he's back to pass yet again, looking, throwing to the corner route, and it's intercepted. What a play by the defensive back. And I believe that is Central Arkansas' 2nd turnover on the day. What a play to make a play on the ball. Wow. Yeah. Just absolutely mosses his wide receiver. And that's just textbook right there. Can't play that any better than what he just did. I don't know who got that interception, but that was a great play. And a great play call. And that just shows that corner routes are not unguardable. That was Alex Watt. QB, oh my god. Camden Mayo, 10, gets tackled, 36-yard rush. I was looking down on my phone for 1 second. I see Camden Mayo off to the races. What a play from Camden. I need to know what that play is. That's a pretty good play. And is they are unbeatable. Stop cheating. What does stop cheating mean? I don't really know what stop cheating means, but anyways. Lake Erie gonna stay in the split slot formation here, as Camden Mayo is going to hand it off to LaDainian Tomlinson. Gets 0 yards. Corners are unbeatable. Stop running them, cheater. I don't run them. I never said that I run them. I don't run them. Ender doesn't run them. Mercer. I don't think we've called one corner out this entire season, actually. So I'm just saying. I'm not taking a side here, but corner routes are definitely not unbeatable, since Erie got an interception on the last one. Anyways, TDTV is biting his fingernails. This is not really that tense, but 1 yard rush from Camden Mayo to make it 3rd and 9. Blood pressure went straight up. Gotta agree with Sugar there. Definitely shaking right now. Definitely really excited. I mean, 27-7. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Heck yeah, guys. TDTV, speaking of corner outs. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Anyways, handoff, toss, sweep to LaDainian Tomlinson. Not LaDainian Tomlinson, it was Keelan Yarberry. Making 4th and 4 for Lake Erie. More like corner TDTV. Yeesh. I heard TD got shut out while I was out of town. LMAO. He did get shut out. Pretty unfortunate game for Space Force as Lake Erie kicks a field goal to make it 30-7. Does Central Arkansas have a chance? Technically, yes. If they get a touchdown here and go for 2, get it. 15-30. Get a quick stop. 22-30 after a touchdown extra point, and then after that, another quick stop to make it 30-30. But is that happening? Absolutely not. If that happens, I will give everybody watching the stream right here, personally, Venmo them $30. Anyways, Will Smith, back to run. Carey gets absolutely nothing. As Central Arkansas comes out in tight slots. Hopefully they didn't run bench swap right there, because that would be against the rules. I really hope they didn't run that, actually. It looks like they did. I think they just ran bench. Anyways, doesn't really matter. I guess karma. Martell Long gets sacked to make it third and 22 for Central Arkansas. Thank goodness I'm not Caleb, or else I probably would have done something there. I'll take my $30, let it happen. I have some bad news for you. It's not happening. Anyways, Martell Long back to pass, out in 5 wide, throwing deep to the corner route, and it is a dropped interception by Kamari Stewart to make it 4th and 22. And Central Arkansas is just going to punt it here. Coach Payton looks pretty defeated right now. Coach John, on the other hand, looks pretty satisfied with what's going on tonight, with what happened tonight. Anyway, Chris L. Johnson with the 11-yard return. I want my whiskey and Whataburger. Dang Pars in his burger. Jason is a man of simple interests. That is for sure. Getting pretty late here. Well, been fun, boys. If anyone wants to script DM me. It has been pretty fun. Not really. Pretty boring game to commentate. I hate commentating blowouts. Anyway, oh my gosh, outside run. I believe that was LaDaniel Tomlinson with the 14-yard rush to get the first down. Is Lake Erie going to run up the score? That is the question. That is the question. Anyways, Lake Erie staying in Flexbone. Oh my gosh, gets the first down with Camden Mayo, 10-yard rush on the quarterback scramble. Do point differential matter when playoffs come? Not really. It's not really weighed that much, honestly. Central Arkansas found it out the hard way last year that it really just doesn't matter that much. Anyways, Camden Mayo back to run, gets 7 yards, 2nd and 3 for Lake Erie. But yeah, point differential does not matter as much as you would think it would be. In other words, it just did not matter at all. Anyways, it's when it comes to computer poll rankings, it's really who you beat, like your record against ranked teams. That's the most important part. as Camden Mayo gets 2 yards on the rush to make it 3rd and 2 for some reason. Not really sure why it's 3rd and 2 after a 2-yard rush, but whatever. 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. Erie coming out in their signature flex bone. Their patented flex bone, if you will. 3rd and 2 for Lake Erie. Handoff to Brian Weirs. Gets 2 yards, and that is more than likely going to be the ball game if they just kneel it out. Please kneel it out. Please just kneel it out. Please. Just kneel it out. I want to go to bed. John is scratching his head right now, wondering if this is going to get a touchdown. Hopefully it does. Ryan Weirs does not get the first down. Or touchdown, for that matter, actually. And right now, I'm honestly thinking a wide receiver toss, whatever that weird option reversal thing they're doing. Good job, Nismo. Game day tomorrow. After I finish my stats master class. Night night. See you, Jason. It was nice having you in here. And handoff to Brian Weirs, 2 yards, 2-yard rush. Peyton looks absolutely defeated, and I do too. If only I had a cam right now. To everyone watching the game, thank you for watching the game and supporting the stream. Before you go, honestly, like the stream. Like the stream. Yeah, that's your reminder to like the stream. Expand the RFL. Get more viewers. This isn't even a conference game, bro. Just like you're adding 0 to 4. That's going to up your chances. I got to agree there. I got to agree. I mean, there's really no point in scoring that. I would just kneel it out. Take your win. Go to bed. Go home. But we do not. Like he just doesn't want to do that. And John, if you're watching the game right now, you smell for that. Shouldn't do that. Anyways, screen, 4-yard reception for Will Smith, 2nd and 6. Banged his own stream. If that is Gage, thank you. I would say this stream was pretty well. I fumbled over a few words, but it was somewhat fun. Mortel Long back to pass, looking, fires to I don't even know, Will Smith to get the first down. 13 and 22 for the day. No huddle. Back to pass, throwing to Will Smith yet again. A timeout. Bruh, not Gage moment. It's Caleb, actually. As soon as RFL Football League said bruh, I knew that was not Gage. So, yeah, not Gage moment. Anyway, Martel Long back to pass, looking, fires to Will Smith. Gets 20 yards, and that'll end the game 37-7. And you know what? Let's go to UCA first. Let's go to the losing team first, because everyone goes to the winning team. Yeah. All right. UCA, Peyton, SoCat. How are you feeling after that loss? And what are you going to be bringing in next week to, hopefully get different results going into the Mercer game?
It got worse, Nismo. It got worse. I thought me and Peyton talked about it at halftime. I thought we made decent adjustments right there. Whoever the 81 is in the backfield, that dude just falls forward every single time.
Yeah,
Brian Weirs, yeah, he is a beast.
Like I said earlier, we had a lot of third down opportunities.
we knew when they were going to run it outside, and we tried to game plan for that, and it didn't work. Just something we have to go back to. The flex bone's a hard thing to stop if you don't play it all the time, and it is what it is, honestly.
I just looked at the stat board, and they had a total of 0 pass yards the entire game.
Hey, I mean that's not that bad, you know. Lockdown pass defense, baby. Nice
Yeah,
corners.
sure.
Anyways, Peyton, what are some adjustments heading into next game? Again, I believe you guys play Mercer.
Well, yeah, we'll see what Bucky thinks about this new offensive scheme. I knew it wasn't going to work out right up from the bat when he missed the second throw. It takes a while to get Martell hot, and how they ran their offense is constant running. I mean, 0 pass yards. It took I need a long time to get him hot, and they did not allow me to do that, and it was just awful. But I mean, I feel like he did okay. That was the entire game plan around him. We didn't run the ball much, but it is what it is.
Well spoken there. Good luck to you guys next week. Actually, no, not good luck to you guys next week since you guys play me next week.
I love Lizmo.
Anyways, yeah, best of luck to y'all heading into next week, even though I just said the opposite of that.
Bucky will be back. Bucky's going to kick your butt.
We'll see. We'll see. I'll play my old boss, or old OC technically. See y'all. Lake Erie, Coach Jonathan, how are you feeling after that win?
I'm feeling good right now. We had a lot of passing yards. We should be able to rush more. Our rushing game was just not good today. I'm just kidding. It was a very weird game. This is probably the weirdest game of all time. UCA had 7 next to 0 rushing yards, and we had next to 0 passing yards. So I think we know which type of offense is superior, and that means rushing. That's just me. That's what I took away from this game.
Yeah, Brian Weirs, baby. Coach Jarrah, speaking of Brian Weirs, what are you thinking about that run game, and how do you plan on getting extending the passing game going into next week?
I mean, our offense is kind of touch and go, and whatever they feel like doing for the day is just kind of what we roll with. So, I mean, Camden hit his mandatory 2 passes. 1 was for a positive gain, 1 was for negative. And then we just handed it off 45 more times and just kept it pushing. So, I mean, UCA didn't adjust, so just took advantage of what they gave us, and 37 points later, here we are.
Well spoken. Coach Core.
Also,
oh, yeah, what are you going to say, John?
Oh, God.
about running up the score, we wanted to get the ball back to try and get Mayo the rushing record. That was our thought process.
Yeah, that was our
behind
motivation.
No, honestly, we were trying to run up the score. They all they both lying, bro.
Yeah, I figured that. You guys are punks. I'm very tired right now, so.
No, they ran it up on us.
Anyways, that was literally 2 seasons ago.
Read my question.
There are only anyways,
let me ask Core the question. Your defense just absolutely locked down in the second half. How do you plan on taking that defense, that lockdown defense, and bringing that in next week, Coach Core?
We play UCO, so I kind of don't. But, I never thought an 83 overall defense could hold a team to 1 score or whatever. But I guess we can, so might just
you guys can
do a little practice.
Hey, I mean, UCA, I think they were an 80 overall team last year. They shut out UConn last year, so anything's possible.
Well, that's UConn, so.
UC is a good team, too. I hope they get back on their feet. They will soon. I know they'll figure something out, so good luck to them and good game.
Good luck to them indeed. And I'll see you guys next week. Best of luck to you guys. Hopefully I broadcast y'all's game next week. It has been very fun to broadcast Lake Erie games. Anyways, see y'all next week, I guess, or whenever.
Dude, Nismo's so tired, bro.
I am tired. Anyways, that's the end. I'm going to sign off here. And to everybody that was watching the stream, thank you very much. Seriously. Making the stream active and giving me some much needed entertainment since I was alone in the booth today. Anyways, it was a pleasure to cast this game tonight.